Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday, which means my son is at daycare, which means I have time to film for y'all. So I'm so excited. We have had a request a few times now for full body Pilates. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do the whole thing with y'all. It's a lot different teaching in a room full of people with loud music and being able to walk around and take breaks. So give me some grace this morning for however my body shows up. Give yourself grace this morning for however your body shows up. And like I said in the last video, I'm gonna try to smile because I think it comes across better. So we are going to get started. Weights are, again, optional. You can grab water bottles if you'd like. Every prop is always optional. I will give you cues to not use the prop as well. So have these if you want them. If not, we'll just start with no props right down on the mat. We're gonna start in bridge pose. So heels are gonna be right underneath of your knees. And we'll lay down on your mat. Make sure that your heels are not closer to your glutes than your knees are. So you can even walk them about an inch away rather than an inch towards, just to be safe. Palms are gonna be right down by your side. And we're gonna take a big inhale here through the nose. Fill it all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Again, breathe in. Wide mouth, let it go. One more time. This time we'll exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a big inhale. This time as you exhale, we start to tuck the tailbone up, roll the spine as you lift the hips. Everything comes up one vertebrae at a time all the way to your first bridge pose. Core is active. Do not stick your belly up. Pull everything into tightness throughout your core. And then on your inhale, let's roll the spine right back down, one vertebrae at a time. And your exhale tucks the tailbone, lift it all up. Inhale to roll. Exhale to lift. This is where we're starting to warm up the glutes. So I want you to start to notice your knees. If you're feeling this in your knees, you probably need to walk those heels a centimeter or an inch away. Just adjust the body so that you can stay in this work. You're here for 3. Make sure you're squeezing every time at the top. We've got 2. 1 more. We're gonna hold the glutes at the top. So I breathe through my mouth a good bit in this work just so that you can hear my breath. But if you can stay breathing through the nose, that is optimal for this work. We're gonna keep those glutes high. We've got a flat line now. Shoulder blades are on the mat, and then flat line all the way up to the hips, and then the knees, we squeeze at the top. Let's tap it all the way down as you exhale, lift and squeeze. Tap it down, lift and squeeze. So notice that we're not rounding the spine anymore. Everything is flat back drop, lift and squeeze. Just starting to bring a little bit more heat. Feel like you're rounding the glutes towards each other. Almost like you've got a quarter stuck between your booty. Yes, I said that. And we're trying not to let it drop out. So just keep those glutes squeezing towards each other, rounding at the base here. You've got 4, 3, 2, hold the hips up high for 1. So we've got this little, I don't really know what to call it, a countdown if you will. So we're gonna start with the right glute. We're gonna keep the right heel pressing into the mat. Lift your left knee to tabletop, right over top of your hips. Now press into the right heel, lift the hips a little higher. We're gonna tap it down for 10, lift for 9, 8 more, 7, you should be able to lift your toes, 6, everything pressing into the heel, 5 more, you've got 4, 3, again, this should not be showing up in the knee, there's 2, 1 more, we're gonna hold it at the top. Now, gently step your left foot down to the mat, lift the hips a little higher. Now lift your right leg off of the ground, bring it to tabletop, knees over top of hips. Weight of the body in the left heel, we tap it for 10, lift for 9, we've got 8, 7, 6 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, Hold it at the top high on 1. Place your right heel back down in line with your left. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Now, we take single tap bridges with both feet on the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Weight of the body in the right heel. Lift the left knee to tabletop. You've got 8. Down and up for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Send that left heel back down. Weight of the body into the left heel. Now we lift the right foot off of the ground. Knees over top of hips. We lower down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Drop the right heel down. Readjust your feet if you need to. I kind of lost mine a bit. Hold it at the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Engage the core. We lower for 8. Both heels on the ground. 7, 6, 5. You can always take your arms up to the sky if that helps you dig your shoulder blades into the mat a little bit here. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the hips up high. Again, right to the right heel. Bring the left knee over top of your hips, tabletop. You lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up high. Set the left heel down. We bring the right knee to tabletop. Lift a little higher into those hips. We lower down 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up high. Lower the right heel down. Both heels on the ground. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up top. Right heel, left knee to tabletop. We lower down. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Bring the left heel down. Bring the right knee to tabletop. Lift higher. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Bring both heels down. We've got 4 with both heels on the ground. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up right here. Right heel on the ground. Left knee to tabletop. You've got 2, 1. This time we pulse it right here. Dig into that right heel. We press it up an inch and up an inch. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Put the left heel down. Bring the right knee to tabletop. Hold it. Squeeze it at the top. You lower. 2, 1. Hold. Find your pulses. Up an inch. 8, 7. Dig into that left heel. You've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep pressing into the left heel. Set the right heel down. This is it. We lower. 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Both heels are on the ground. You pulse. 8, 7, 6. Higher. Squeeze. 5. Pull those glutes toward each other. Round them in. There's 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Roll the spine down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring your knees into your chest. Shake it out. Let it go. I've got a paranoia that the video camera turned off. So while you're stretching, let me just double check. Heard something beep earlier. Thank God. We're good. All right, so pull those knees in. Just round through the back a little bit here. Massage the low back. Let all of that work go. We're going to stay exactly where we are on the ground. This time, though, we're going to bring both knees to tabletop or reverse tabletop. So it's knees over top of hips. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. Heels in line with your knees. Palms down by your side, or grab onto your weights and bring your hands to the sky. Now our focus is keeping our back in neutral spine. As you inhale, let's tap the right heel down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, tap the left heel. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, right. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower left. Exhale, bring it up. Check in on the small of your back. Actively press it into the mat. pull your belly button towards the spine. So make this a little bit more controlled. I'm hitting my monstera plant every time I tap my right foot down. We've got 5. Stay with me for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. All right, we take dead bugs, weights or no weights. You're gonna lengthen that right leg long. I'm probably gonna kick my plant. As you do, we're gonna reach the left arm behind. Exhale, pull everything back to tabletop. Inhale, lengthen the left leg away, right arm reaches behind you. Exhale, pull everything back into center, tabletop. Inhale, lengthen the right, lengthen the left arm. Exhale into tabletop. Keep moving through this. So whichever leg kicks towards the front of your mat, the opposite arm reaches long behind you. We want to maintain that neutral spine on the ground. Don't let that go. Don't let the back start to arch here. The second the low back arches, that means you're losing the core. And all of that work is going to transfer to the low back, which is exactly where we do not want it. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bring everything back into center. Lengthen your legs to the sky, hands with weights or without them. We lift the head, neck, and shoulders off of the ground. You're gonna take your right hand, reach towards the left hand to the right ankle. Inhale back to center. This time we reach the right hand all the way past the left ankle. Inhale back to center. So you've got rope climbers. Opposite arm reaching for the opposite ankle. Now what we're trying to do is start to get the obliques working. So those aren't gonna work unless we really take a big cross. So almost like you're trying to punch opposite hand to the outside of the opposite leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, stay breathing, 3, 2, 1, come back through center, reach those arms a little bit higher, keep your head, neck, and shoulder lifted, do not pull your chin into your chest, keep the back of your neck long. We pulse and lift for 8, 7, 6, like you're just trying to get the mid back off of the earth, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower the head, neck, and shoulders down, release your hand or your weights and your hands right by your side. We take scissor legs. So the left leg starts to drop down. Can you pull your right foot towards your face? Option to lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, swing everything back through center and start to lengthen the right leg, pull the left leg in. Now, you have options here. You can use your hands to pull the leg in, or you can start to use just your muscles. I'm gonna scooch away from my plants because I love that plant. So, see if you can keep your head, neck, and shoulders lifted. As you extend the left leg, pull the right leg closer to you, and then come back to center. Take the other side, pull the left leg closer to you, back through center. If you wanna take your hands behind your head for some support, you can. And again, if you wanna drop the head, neck, and shoulders, you can do that. If you want to take your hands behind your leg that stays lifted and pull it closer to you, you can do that. But challenge yourself to use your muscles to pull that leg closer. I even almost feel like I'm pulsing it in for a moment. So let's just add that on. As you pull the leg in, we pulse it 2, 1, back to center. Pull the top leg in, 2, 1, back to center. We've got 4. Breathe through it, 3, 2, 1 more. Come back through center, bring those knees into the heart. Let it go. Take it, shake it out, take little circles over top of the low back. You can also take your arms to a T and then take your knees, drop them to the right side of the mat. Let your gaze go to the left. Stretch out the core, big little twist. We'll take it to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, we'll drop the knees to the left side, gaze goes to the right. Let's bring those knees back into center, rock and roll all the way up and down our spine. Ooh. Let's take a little cat-cow in between this move. So hands underneath of your shoulders, hips over top of your knees. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. As you exhale, start to tuck into the tailbone, press the earth away around the spine, back of the heart reaches to the ceiling, let the head be heavy. One more time, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, press it all away. All right, we are going to dig into the side body today. So we're thinking obliques and side glutes. Specifically, we're looking at the external obliques today. So the external obliques are your waistline. The internal obliques are these little muscles right here that help you twist from side to side. But the external, think literal waistline here, outside of your core. That's what we're gonna target. That's what we're gonna try to get the burn coming through. So we're gonna start laying down on your right side. You have the option for your head just to lay on your arm, or you can bend your right arm and bring your head into your hand. We'll take a nice soft bend in both of the knees here. Stack the hips over top of each other. That's important. So we're not gonna let these hips go back. We're not gonna let them go forward. Everything stays stacked. Pull the belly in, and right away, I want you to lift through the bottom obliques. So rather than just letting everything kind of relax inside here, I want the belly button pulled in towards the spine and everything nice and lifted. We're gonna take that top leg. We're gonna extend it out. Again, hips stay over top of each other. Flex the foot, turn the toes towards your long edge of your mat. Option for your left hand to be placed right down on the ground, or you can bring it to your hip, either one. We're gonna lift that left leg up and then slowly bring it down to a hover. Lift it up to the sky. Slowly bring it down to a hover. So more about control, less about just flinging that leg high. We're gonna start to dig into the side of the glutes here. So almost where that little dimple wants to start forming as you lift into the leg, that's where I want you to dig a little bit deeper. Every time you get to the top, see if you can hold it and lift it just for half a second longer, and then you slowly lower it down. We're gonna add on in 4. We've got 3, 2. Hold that leg up high right here on 1. Make sure hips have not gone forward or backwards here. We're gonna lift it up, pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower, 3, 2, 1. Shoot it back up, pulse, 3, 2, 1. Slow lower, 3, 2, 1. It never meets the earth. Lift it up, pulse, 3, 2, 1. We can start to speed this up now. Lower, lift, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. You've got 4. Stay connected to your breath for 3, 2. Last 1. We're gonna hold it up right here. Check back in on your hips. Pull your belly button up and in. Keep those toes turning towards the long edge of your mat. We lift and pulse, pulse. Squeeze at the top. We're just trying to tire out that side glute. Mind over matter here. Mind over everything. This is a really small activation through the body, but it's hard. So think about something different. Just keep your leg lifted, really squeeze it at the top, and pulse through this. You've got 10 more. Stay with me for 9. Can you lift it an inch higher? We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep it lifted in 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. You're gonna take a big bend to the knee, pull it in towards the heart, and then exhale, kick that leg away, squeeze the glute. Inhale, pull it back in. Exhale, kick it away. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knee. This time, stack the left knee over top of the right knee. Seal the heels together. Coming into clam, keep that left knee lifted up. Now, can you lift your heels off of the ground? So the right leg is kind of hanging on the ground here. The left leg is lifted. Now let's pulse that left knee up and up. Final chance to dig into the side glute right here. You squeeze it up. I like to interlace my big toes together. I don't know if that's weird, but that's what I like to do when I'm in clam pose. So we're digging as deep as we can into this side glute. You've got final 8 right here. Stay with me for 7. Check back in on the core. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're technically done here, but we're not done. Bend both knees, set them back down. If you need to massage that side glute out, go ahead and pinch it, twist it, whatever you need to do to it. And then we're gonna take the left hand, we're gonna press into it on the mat, and we're gonna lift the body up here. So you're gonna come down to your right wrist this time, and then lengthen your left leg away. Left arm reaches to the sky. Now, take your left arm, pull it all the way over top of your ear. Take a big inhale here. Don't let the shoulders come forward. Start to lift that left leg up. I know it hurts. Inhale for length. Exhale, squeeze the knee and the left elbow together. Inhale, pull it all the way. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Hold the left leg and the left arm away from each other. Lift it up. We pulse that left leg. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, keep that leg long, 2, 1, set it down. Take the left arm, swoop it up, lift the right hand off of the ground. So right knee stays on the ground. If you need to double your mat here or take a cushion or any kind of support underneath of that right knee, I recommend it. I'm on carpet, so I've got my support already. Okay, we have the option to add on these weights. So left heel stays on the ground, nice and lengthened. Do not let your hips come back here, okay? We want to keep everything nice in line with the legs and the knee. Pull the spine up, lift and lengthen. Now, right away, I want you to engage through the glutes as well. So it's almost like you're slightly thrusting them forward. That's gonna really protect the low back here. Hands into the chest. I'm acting like I'm not out of breath. I am so out of breath. So keep the hands in. On your inhale, we lengthen the torso all the way to the right. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, lengthen to the right. Exhale, squeeze it up. So we start to dig into the left external oblique. So that's where we want the pull to come from. You're lengthening to the right, squeezing into the left obliques to come right back up to center. Ooh. Stay with me. This is sneaky work here. Most people wake up the next day after this and you're like, geez, Emily, the size of my body. It's okay. We've got 4 more like this. The breath is important. 3, 2. We're gonna stay reaching to the right on 1, just about halfway. Now, take your arms and open them away from each other. And pull them back in. You should feel that left oblique really engaged right now. Open and in. If you can even drop down a ½ inch more, do it. Open, in. 3, 2, pull the belly button in. 1, bring the arms back into center. Stay reaching to the right. We pulse it up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Lift, squeeze. If those left obliques were not showing up yet, this should be the place. You've got 10, 9, right into them, dig deeper. 7 more, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, reaching to the right. Reach the arms, open them up. Right here, keep that right arm reaching to the earth. Pull the left arm away from you, lift it up and up. Final 8, 7, just changing the weight distribution in the body. You've got 6, still pulsing right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend that left knee. Bring the knees to touch in the center of the mat. Set your hips back on your heels. Take your right hand, bring it to the right side of your body, and take your left arm Take an inhale, swoop it all the way up. Exhale, reach the left arm all the way over to the right side of your mat. And take a couple rounds of breath here. Open up through the left side of the body. And let's just take a counter stretch. Left hand down to the mat, right arm swoops over to the left. Well, we might as well just do the other side. So, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee, take a sip of water, towel off, anything that you need. I guess you could technically pause me and go do something. But we're gonna get started now. So this time we're laying on the left side of the body. Knees are bent. Again, option. You can lay literally down on your mat. Your ear can be supported by your arm. Or you can bend that left arm and bring your head into your hands. So we've got a nice bend of our knees here. Hips stack. We pull the belly button up and in. Hands can be over top of the hips, or the right hand can be down on the mat in front of you for support. We're gonna lengthen that left leg away and turn the toes towards your long edge of the mat, so heel behind you. Right away, digging into the glute, so you should be squeezing it. We're gonna take that leg, lift it up, 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 slow, lower down. One of the things to be mindful of, by the way, keep lifting your leg up and down, not lowering it all the way to the earth. Just bringing it in line with the rest of the body and then lifting it back up. But something to be mindful of in any side lying series, which we move from side lying to side kneeling in this, like we just did. Be mindful of your neck, the position of your gaze. So if the neck is starting to feel heavy to you, change your gaze. You can bring it to a place on the mat, behind you, to your body in some way, but make sure that your priority remains on keeping that neck nice and long, nice and lifted, and finding a place where it feels safe and secure. We're still lifting that leg up for 4. Nice and slow with intention, squeezing at the top for 3. We're trying to get this leg to feel heavy here. 2. We use our leg as a lever. Last one, hold it up at the top. Keep those toes flexed, turning towards the long edge. We lift for 3, 2, 1, slow lower, 3, 2, 1, shoot it back up. You've got 3 pulses. 2, 1, slow lower, keep moving through this. Lift it up, 3, 2, 1. I hope you all have music playing during this. I am very used to teaching with loud, powerful, fun music, and we pulse to the beat. Haven't quite figured out how to make that work with these YouTube videos. So if anyone has any tips on allowing me to listen while I teach without you guys hearing, so I can just make a playlist, that'd be great. But I tried my AirPods the other day and they just turned off the second I started filming, even though they were hooked to my laptop. All right, 2 more pulses right here at the top. Lower, lifting and holding the last time. Hold it. Ooh, this one hurts more. We pulse it up and squeeze. So we're digging deep into that muscle here. By the way, everyone has a side that's stronger, a side that's more flexible, a side that might have had an injury. So for me, this is definitely my weaker side. My left leg's always been stronger. This side is much harder for me. We've got 8, 7, 6, little higher, 5, 4. We're gonna bend that knee and bring it in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pull the knee into the body. Exhale, kick that right leg away. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, kick it away. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend both knees, stack them over top of each other, seal the heels together. Now lift the heels off of the ground. Left knee stays down. You might interlace your toes like I do. Lift that right knee up for clam. And lift. We pulse it at the top. Just squeeze and squeeze. Final chance to dig into this side body, laying down in side lying series. You've got 8. Pulse it up for 7. Dig a little deeper. You've got 6. Yes, you can. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. If you want to massage that glute out, go for it. If You can pinch it, punch it, twist it, whatever you need to do. We're gonna take the right hand, bring it down to the mat, use it to press yourself up. And this time we're gonna take side kneeling series on the other time. Again, please be mindful of your left knee since it is grounded. If you wanna take a cushion underneath of it, I do recommend some kind of support. We'll bring that left hand down to the earth. If you need a block or something, or literally anything that you have to bring the earth closer to you, you are more than welcome to do that. Do not let your hips sink back. Keep everything nice and stacked. Pull the belly button in. Take that right arm, swoop it all the way over top of the right ear. Breathe in through the right side of the body. When you're ready, we're gonna lift the right leg up. Inhale for length. Exhale, elbow to knee. Crunch through the side of the body. Inhale, kick it away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Three, 2, hold it up and away right here. Keep that right arm reaching over top of the ear. We pulse that right leg up and up. Pull the belly button in. Final 8 right here. You've got 7, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right leg down. Maybe grab onto your weights. Hips are in line, nice and stacked. Don't let them come back. They're in line with your legs. Keep the hands into the heart to start. Pull up through the spine, lengthen your core. As you inhale, we lean all the way to the left. Exhale, lift back up through center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Keep moving through this. We're starting to dig into the right obliques. So if you're like me, I have scoliosis. One side of my body I can lengthen a lot further than the other side. The hip gets in the way from one side to the next. So I don't show up for the same. I show up different from side to side, and that's just how my body is. So you have to be okay with accepting that we are not symmetrical, we are asymmetrical. You've got one more. We're gonna hold it leaning to the left. Make sure your hips are not sinking back. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, pull them in. Inhale, open. Maybe you lean a little bit further to the left. Exhale in. Maybe this is where you need to change your gaze. Maybe bring it to that top arm as it opens. Maybe down to the earth. 3, 2, squeeze the core. One more. Bring the hands back into center. Hold it lengthened. You pulse it up an inch. Just lift. Eight, 7, 6, 5. Make sure you're pressing into that right butt. 4 more. 3, 2. Stay low in 1. Reach the left arm towards the mat. We lift it up and up. Change that weight distribution. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Back to center on 1. Drop your weights. Bring your right knee to meet the left on the mat. Send your hips back to your heels. We're going to take that little mermaid variation stretch again. So take the left hand down to the mat. Take that right arm, start to inhale, reach it to the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way over to the left side. Breathe in. And breathe out. And we'll take it to the other side as well. Just counter stretch here. Right hand to the mat, left arm over to the right. Coming up through center, maybe dropping your heart towards your thighs, reaching your arms long, bow the head forward. All right. Well, you asked for full body, so we have to add in the arms. Now, Pilates arms, it's gonna be difficult with or without weights. So again, water bottles, weights, nothing, doesn't matter. These are new weights for me, so they're a pound heavier than I am used to. I prefer 2 pounds, but I figured we're trying to get stronger here, so might as well switch to 3. So you have options. I want to get off of my knees, so I'm going to stand up and scooch back just in case the camera is not showing me because I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to bring the heels underneath of the hips here. We're going to find a soft bend in our knees because we don't want to be overextending them. And then find the core. So don't just let the body sink here, okay? Pull the core up an inch, shoulder blades lift up towards the ears and then drop down. Palms are by your side. We're gonna take the arms and lift them up with a slight bend in the elbows. So the shoulders and the wrists are in line with each other. And then we're gonna drop them back down. Lift them up, drop them down. Keep the core nice and engaged. We lift and lower. For 4, 3, keep those arms lifted up in 2. I hope you've got a really good song going. 1, all right, now you're gonna take the hands, you're gonna flip the palms up, elbows flip as well, and then you're gonna flip them back down. So we're keeping the arms nice and lengthened out by our shoulders. There's a pretty generous bend in the elbows, so they are not straight, okay? We're gonna start to really dig into those shoulders. Press into both heels evenly. You've got 5. Stay breathing for 4. If you come to my classes, you know I close my eyes all the time in these things. You've got 2. Woo, 1. Keep the palms lifted towards the sky. All right, wrists are in line with your shoulders. This extra pound is already showing up. All right, there's a bend in the elbows. Your arms are still lengthened. Keep them lifted. We're gonna pulse them up and away. Reach out and up, out and up. Woo. Again, check in on your breath. Check in on your core. Check in on that slight bend in the knees. You've got 8. Little pulses out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms out. Right arm stays where it is. Length arm lengthens all the way out. Palm faces, I guess me, the screen. Inhale, start to slide the arm across the body, reaching it towards the right hand, and then pull it across the body here. So reach it over to the right, slide it across the body. Keep that right arm lifted. Don't let it sag. You've got 4 more on this side. So the left arm gets a break. The right arm stays engaged. There's 3. Don't be like me. Make sure you're breathing. 2. This time we hold the left arm out, flip the palm back up to the sky. We pulse for 8, out and up for 7. You've got 6. Yes, you can for 5. If you're me, you're squeezing your glutes to try to bring attention somewhere else. There's 4, 3, 2. Left arm stays up. Lengthen that right arm. Turn the palm to face your screen. Swoop it across the body and then reach it away. Woo! I think the arms are harder than the core and the legs were just now. That's fine. Woo! You've got 5. 4, 3, 2, keep that left arm lifted. 1, this is final pulses right here. Both palms face up. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Can you hold it up on 1? Just hold it up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Higher. 4, 3, 2. Let it go. Wow. You can stay seating or you can be dramatic like me and come right down to your mat. But we're gonna take those hands, interlace fingers behind the small back. So it looks like such if you're not used to this. Pull the shoulder blades away from each other, shoulder blades towards each other. And let's take the right here, drop it to the right shoulder. Take a little half circle here, come drop your chin to your chest, and then back to the right. Come up through center. Exhale, drop the left ear to left shoulder. Little half circle, chin comes to chest. And then swing it back to the left, back to center. Woo, release your hands. Lengthen those arms away. We've got 1 more set of core. Just to dig a little bit deeper into the obliques, we're gonna add the internal obliques here. If you remember at the beginning of class, I told you that's the line inside of your external obliques that helps you twist from side to side. So when you twist to the right, you should feel it on your left and vice versa. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to twist so deep that the opposite side of your body is showing up. So weights are optional. I kind of don't want to use mine. But we're going to dig the heels into the mat. We're going to lift the toes. We're going to find our C-shaped curve. That happens by reaching the arms long. Shoulder blades reach away from each other. So you start to round through the top of the back right away. Then you sink into the entire back. The tailbone reaches slightly forward and you have this beautiful C-shaped spine. Now I'm going to bring my hands into my chest because my arms are plenty on fire enough. Take an inhale here. Elbows come out to the side. Exhale, we're going to dig and twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, we twist to the left. Now, keep moving through this. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Remember, we are looking for this to show up on the opposite side. So I'm twisting as deep as I can to the left right now so that my right internal oblique feels it. And then back to center. Exhale, twist to the left until the left shows, or twist to the right until the left shows up. And then back to center. We keep moving through this slow and controlled to start. For 4, 3, 2. We're going to stay to the right here on 1. So find your twist. Twist really, really deep. And then inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. For 4, 3, 2. We stay to the right here. Pulse it out. You're going to twist as deep as you can. Pulse, pulse. Dig deeper into that left internal oblique. It should be showing up every single time you move a little bit closer to the mat here. You've got 8, 7. Dig deeper. 6, 5 more. 4, 3. We take double time. Russian twist to the right, to the left. 2, 1. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, still breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. To the left on 1. Find it. Dig the left elbow deeper to the mat. We come back to center. Twist to the left. Come back to center. Twist to the left. Squeeze into that right oblique. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it to the left on 1. Find your deepest twist here. We're going to pulse and twist deeper. That right internal oblique should be feeling it. You've got 8. A little bit more. 7. Twist deeper every time for 6. You've got 5. Remembering to smile. 4, 3, 2. Come back to center on 1. Lengthen the arms away from you here. You roll back for 3, 2, 1. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Lower. 3, 2, 1. It's not very far. Lift. 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold your lower right here. Bring the hands into the heart. Elbows out. Your deepest twist possible. So you're way lower in your C-shaped spine than you were. Dig into your heels. We twist right and left and right and left. Deeper every single time. Almost like you're in a canoe and you're rowing side to side. That's the kind of action I'm looking for. As deep as you can. We're trying to go as fast as we can on this canoe. You've got 10, 9, 8. Breathe through it. 7 more. There's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up through center. Drop your weights. Take a little forward fold here. Let the body be heavy. If you're like me, I'm not taking a real forward fold. I'm just bending the knees and bowing my torso over top of the legs. Letting that C-shaped spine go. Maybe tossing the head from one direction to the next. Now let's just take a moment. Extend your body long all the way down to the mat. Maybe swoop your arms forward and then roll the spine down. Bringing your knees into your chest. Letting the body rest here. We're gonna keep the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Left hand is on top of that right knee, right arm reaches away from your mat to your side. Take your left hand and guide your right knee all the way over to the left side of the mat. Let your gaze go to the right. And then we'll come back through center. Left knee joins the right. This time, right leg's gonna extend long. Left arm reaches away from your mat. Right hand guides the left knee all the way over to the right side. And let your gaze go to the left. Take any additional stretches that you might need. I want to say thank you for watching. I can't believe you're watching. So thank you. If you have any suggestions, things that you'd like to see, if you want longer videos, I'm working on that. A little terrified for how long that would take to upload. But if you want longer videos, I will start to film them. For now, I'm trying to keep everything under 40 minutes, although I have no idea how long this video is. We were just rolling with it. But any suggestions, send them to Instagram. That is where I'm going to be most active. If you know me, you know I have a toddler, so I'm really not trying to have like 5 different pages. Full videos on YouTube, previews on Instagram, and that's what I'm going to stick with for now. So please send me anything that you'd like for me to demo on here, and we'll do it. Thank you, friends. I'm going to jump over my coffee table now and pause this video.